From Washington, this is VOA News. U.S. President Obama voices concerns over reports of Russian troops in Ukraine's Crimea region. The U.S. considers a drone attack on an American in Pakistan. I'm Vincent Bruce reporting from Washington. U.S. President Barack Obama is expressing concern about the reports of Russian troop movements in Ukraine. Ukraine's interior minister reports Russian forces have taken control of the two main airports in Ukraine's Crimea region in one of several reported actions by the Russian military on the peninsula Friday. President Barack Obama told reporters at the White House the reported troop maneuvers could be troubling for the region.
Russia has a historic relationship with Ukraine, including cultural and economic ties, and a military facility in Crimea. But any violation of Ukraine's sovereignty and territorial integrity would be deeply destabilizing.
Before President Obama spoke, Ukraine's UN ambassador Yuriy Sergeyev told an emergency security council meeting that Russian attack helicopters and military transport planes have crossed into Crimea. He described the main airport as being captured by Russian forces. Going into the talks, Sergeyev said he wants moral and political support from the world community. He said what is going on in his country is awful. More details on this story at voanews.com. Pakistan says recent informal talks between Afghan peace negotiators and leaders of a Taliban faction are a good start towards seeking a negotiated settlement of the conflict in Afghanistan. IS School reports from Islamabad. The hope is other warring groups will join the process.
Pakistan's foreign policy and national security advisor Sartaj Aziz says his country has long favored an inclusive intra-Afghan dialogue for ending the Taliban-led insurgency in Afghanistan. He tells VOA that Islamabad has supported such efforts in the past and remains committed to promoting political reconciliation in its war-shattered neighbor.
We have been suggesting to the Taliban through our contacts that please negotiate some reconciliation.
This is the first time Pakistan has directly commented on last week's meeting in Dubai between members of Afghanistan's peace-seeking panel called the High Peace Council and a group of Taliban leaders. Ayaz Gul for VOA News, Islamabad.
The Obama administration could target an American in Pakistan. For the first time, the U.S. government is discussing approval of using a drone to kill an American citizen overseas since President Obama imposed new restrictions on drone operations last May. A White House official is reported to have identified the man as being involved in producing explosive devices that have killed U.S. troops in Afghanistan. Researchers have known for some time that chocolate, especially dark chocolate, is good for the heart. Now, as VOA's Jessica Berman reports, they know why.
Besides tasting good, researchers found dark chocolate is protective against heart disease in two ways. It restores flexibility to stiffening arteries and prevents white blood cells from sticking to the insides of blood vessel walls. Both conditions can lead to the formation of plaque, which blocks arteries, causing heart disease. The heart-healthy substance in chocolate is an organic compound called flavanol. Flavanols are also found in vegetables, fruits, and green tea. Jessica Berman, VOA News, Washington.
The U.S. economy grew more slowly than first thought in the last few months of 2013. Friday's report from the Commerce Department says the world's largest economy expanded at an annual rate of 2.4% in the last 3 months of the year. That's 0.8% slower than a preliminary estimate published 1 month ago. In stocks, mixed bag there. Dow Jones Industrial Index was up 49, S&P 500 was up 5, and the NASDAQ Composite Index was down 11 on Friday. They're rolling out the red carpet on Hollywood Boulevard. Michael Sullivan reports.
Workers are readying the Dolby Theater, where Hollywood luminaries will gather for the Oscars. The world's media are paying attention. So is this visitor from Australia, Theo Agianis, who was waiting for some answers.
Who wins and who doesn't and who lucked out. We love our movies in Australia as well.
Oscars will be awarded in 24 categories, from acting and directing to visual effects and makeup. Comedian Ellen DeGeneres will host the ceremony, and tens of millions of people in the United States and hundreds of millions around the world will be watching on television. Mike O'Sullivan, Hollywood, California.
More on all these stories at our website, voanews.com. I'm Vincent Bruce, VOA News, reporting from the VOA News Center in Washington.